All right, Shalom. This is Brother Tazabah from the GMS Atlanta camp. I want to start out by giving all glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and that rule well. Salutations unto the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out. And salutations to the few women and children that subscribe to this truth and faith and sincerity. All charity and subjection, because that is the key. Now, I'm going to just play this video. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I'm going to just bring the precepts according to the video.
Rev up your engines! Well, they say they're working on a chip shortage and they're fixing it. Well, Ford hasn't fixed anything yet. Turns out with the chip shortage now, they're going to have to shut a bunch of their plants in July because they don't have enough chips.
And while they having all of these chip shortages, it's because of this, the global agenda is to push this vaccine throughout the globe. And they have to, they have to make it look the part. They got to bring in the actors, they got to bring in the theatrics and the sound effects, and that's all this is. These shutting downs of the factory, the upper elite, they ain't worried about these middle wage peon Edomites, $100,000, $500,000 Edomites. They ain't worried about them either, man. These little small time CEOs, Esau ain't worried about that. He's about to push the mark, man. So therefore what? The grinding has to cease, man, because it's a part of it. These people have to be dependent on the government. But the Lord said that it should be so, man. These is all part of prophecy. This is all a part of prophecy, man. The grinding is ceasing, all right?
Chips to build them. And they have Ford trucks lying around places the trucks are built, but they're waiting for the chips. They're idling or reducing production at 8 of their plants here, and they're going to do it until sometime in August, they said. And they also said production of the Ford Ranger and the new Ford Bronco SUV is going to be shut down for a couple of weeks because of unrelated auto parts supplies. Yeah, I mean, old Henry Ford, he must be rolling over in his grave. His whole thing was Ford built everything. They made their own windshield glass. They made everything. Now they farm that stuff out to save money. Yeah, and then look what happens when there's problems. They can't build cars and they lose all kinds of money. This make other people do the stuff put together is bad for two reasons. One, you're dependent on other people. And two, the quality of these people, they want to, of course, pay them as little as possible. That's why they're doing it in the first place instead of making it themselves. So the quality is going to be, and then when they got problems, compensate for the problems that somebody else didn't make the part right in the first place. Bad idea. Bad business sense. But, it makes them cheaper, and that's all they care about these days. Why do you think they're building this stuff in Mexico? Quality? No, it's just cheaper to make them there. And they get these chips from all over the place. They're getting them cheaper. Probably the quality of the chips isn't going to be that hot either. I'd really be afraid of buying any new vehicle today.
And that's America. All of this outsourcing that America is doing, that he's speaking on, who he's outsourcing it to? He's outsourcing it to the heathens. That's why these heathens have laid a wound under America and vice versa, because all of these heathens are dependent upon each other. But who's the glue to keep these heathens together? It's Jake, man, because Jake the one who's out there breaking their necks. That's why the prophecy, the spirit is undefeated, man. All these heathens coming together, Esau coming together, is all for prophecy, for the Israelites, the prophecy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to be fulfilled, man. All right. Now, with him outsourcing all of these jobs or whatever, Moab, Ammon, Elam, all of them are dependent on Esau as Esau is dependent on them. That's why these sanctions mean something on the global scale of things. That's why these nations are coming against each other. All right? That's why these nations shall hate the whore. Speaking on America, but it begins here, This is a part of it because they ain't making as much money because of this pandemic, this so-called pandemic. Hey, work is the work is low throughout the globe right now because America is circling the drain. You see, and these other countries are starting to see it. We can't make as much money off of America. Hey, let's start dealing over here and push them out. That's where you get BRICS from, Why else are you seeing the British exit, But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and hit a couple of precepts because this ain't too deep, All right. I'll start here in Ecclesiastes. I'll start at 12 verse 3. in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And who are the keepers? That's the elite, man. The elite top banking families. All right. They're the keepers of the house. The keepers of what house? Here in America. The head over there in Britain, you know? The mother of America. All right. It says, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. So let's look up that word grinders. All right. It doesn't particularly say worker, but I'll show you, you know, Esau messing with everything nowadays. Because he's even going in the blue letter trying to change up understandings, man. But we already have it through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. Go here. All right. It says to crush the grinders. So when you go down, it says a primitive root to grind, hence to be a concubine. And what is a concubine? A concubine, the purpose of a concubine is simply for the pleasures of sex with a man and between a man and a woman. It says being their employment. So that grinder is an employee. All right. So the Lord said, and the grinders, so the workers, the employees, cease because they are few. And we seeing it now. You know, the unemployment is at an all-time high, and the people starting to see, yo, that job that I was breaking my back, all I got to do is just minimize my living expenses. I just got to dial back on what I'm doing. I ain't breaking my back. I ain't breaking my neck no more going in there busting my ass all them hours. Jake is fed up, man. And so are the people in America, man. All right. And the grinders cease because they are few. Yeah, because it ain't that many jobs out here, you know. It's more and more like just like Ford. Ford is cutting back now, but you're gonna see in a year or two, Lord forbid we be here that long. Hey, it's gonna go out of business, man. And that's America. America's going out of business. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yeah, so the ones that's looking out the window to you with a sad countenance. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. Yeah, because ain't no businesses open. Ain't no money being made. If ain't no money to be made, why is there work, man? There's no work. If it ain't no money to be made, if there's no profit in it. When the sound of the grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. Yeah, because you used to get woke up from the natural mundane habitual routine that you was in. I used to wake up in the military at 4 a.m, work particular odd jobs, waking up 5, 6 a.m. without a bird. But at the same, the Lord said, you're going to rise up at the voice of the bird. Because look at the other jakes that's getting off at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, just got off late, 11 p.m. or whatever. They sleeping to 12 in the evening. That bird don't wake him up, because he's earned his sleep. But it ain't gonna be no night, a night of hard work prior to that sleep, a morning of hard work prior to that sleep. It ain't gonna be no work. So when that bird chirp, you're gonna be up, all right? Because the sleep was was unwarranted. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low, and that's showing that mirth. You know, that jovial spirit is going to be shut out. And the music in this place is trash, man. It's just because the music is a representation of the feelings and the spirit of the people. All right. Now I go here, because with all of these things, with the cease being, with the grinding being low, it's going to cause these people to do what? I go here. This is Isaiah 30:1. All right. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. All right. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So that's what all of this grinding, this low grinding, the food stamps, all of that. You know, the stimulus checks, all of that's to get what? For the people to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Now continuing, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh, which would be Sleepy Joe Biden at this particular moment, be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Yeah, the EBT, the food stamps, your child support, your alimony. All of these things are finna go out of the window, man. All right, you gonna be eating out of that trash can too. All right, the Lord is finna level the playing field. So the Lord said that should be to your confusion. All right, why would that be to our people confusion? Because they got so used to not working and having the government pay for everything, and all of a sudden he's gonna take these away and say, "Yo, take this shot, take this jab, and then I can free you up to get these things again." All right, but what happened? You know, these people thought that they were in a state of peace. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. All right, I'm going to start at 4. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. And when does a thief come? He comes in a time of comfortability, when you're most comfortable and you're most lax, and you're really not on your P's and Q's. Or you settled on your leaves. That's what Esau's doing right now. As much uncertainty as it is in the economy and in the world, Esau's telling you, you can trust in me. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah. So that's that Lord. That's the Lord coming in as that thief in the night, man. Because the people trusted in this place. Because they refused to see the signs. They refused to hear the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Not understanding Isaiah 33:6, man. That these should be that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of your salvation. And I end here. All right. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's about, man. With all of the grinding ceasing, with everything just going out of the window. Because right now, there's only two ways you can look at this. Either you're gearing yourself up, you're putting all you selling everything that you got spiritually in this world, and you what? You following Yahweh Shai. You gonna follow Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, or you gearing up, you taking all these PP loans, you taking these SBA loans, you taking these stimulus checks, and you what? We got a new title for a lot of Negroes in this in 2021. Business owner. I'm a business owner. That's the big thing. You gonna trust in this place. You want to see your business flourish. You want to leave that generational wealth to your child, to your great grandkid. Well, you showing that you trust in this place. We're going to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua on this side. Why? Because you show you doing everything that you can in this society to make it, to find that American dream. You only proving that, you're in it to build up Esau's society. You're trying to further his kingdom. So you're a servant of Satan. But in here, Isaiah 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power. All right. Behold, my servant shall eat. And how can you be a servant of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? But if you only are following his law, statutes, and commandments, and you're doing it to the best of your ability. If you're a man, you're going out there to the highways and byways. If you're a woman, you being honorable, you being chaste, and you being a pillar of rest unto your husband and your children. You're minding your parents, man. If you're a daughter, you minding the ways of your mother, trying to be like her, learning how to be a true woman. And if you're a boy, you coming around, you being up under your father, you coming around the brothers, coming around the bros when possible, and what? You growing in the spirit, man. All right? These are the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the keepers of the commandments to the best of their abilities. Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Why? Because you trusted in Satan. And the Lord feeds Esau. Behold, my servant shall drink, and ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. See, that's a part of your confusion, man. All right. It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit, as you should, man, because we told you to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and you waved the hand at us. And for that waving of the hand, you thought you was waving it at men. But really, you spat at the mouth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. And for that, let your pride be your confusion, man. It says, and shall have for vexation of spirit, knowing that you had a chance, but you chose not. All right. But that's all I had through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to end out by giving all glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Double honors to my apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Till the next time, Shalom.